Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. This video will explain the Accelerated Honors Program at Missouri State University. The Accelerated Program is a track within the Honors College designed for students who have already completed 30 or more credit hours, the majority of their general education requirement, prior to their first semester at MSU. The Accelerated Honors Program emphasizes honors coursework in your major, culminating in a final distinction project. The program is meant to exempt students from introductory level coursework and instead encourage higher level learning within their field. Students with sophomore or junior status typically don't need to complete the introductory level coursework featured in the General Honors Program. Upperclassmen need to enter upper level courses in the major program as early as possible. The Accelerated Honors Program is designed to help you do just that, while also allowing you time to engage in academic discussion with your peers. Accelerated Honors students are not required to take 3 general education honors courses, though you are still able to take as many of these courses as you want should you have a few gen eds left to complete. In the Accelerated program, the final distinction project is not optional, and your course of study will be designed around facilitating its completion. Like all Honors College students, students in the Accelerated program will begin their honors experience in UHC 110, Freshman Honors Seminar. This general education course will introduce you to critical thinking, information literacy, and the university's public affairs mission. This class fulfills the requirement for a freshman seminar GEP 101 course that students will not have received dual or AP credit for prior to entering Missouri State. While UHC 110, like GEP 101, will still teach you the basics of critical thinking, information literacy, and Missouri State's resources, policies, and public affairs mission, it will also go beyond those topics to explore something more interesting. Each UHC 110 section has a unique theme based on the expertise of the course instructor. This will often be a course taken outside your major. Each of the special themes offered is an interdisciplinary topic, meaning you'll study it from different perspectives and use knowledge from various fields to get a clearer picture. For example, in one UHC 110 offering, Introduction to Southeast Asia, you'll learn about the region and its culture from a historical, geographical, sociological, religious, and media perspective. Sometime during your 3rd or 4th year, you should plan to enroll in UHC 397, Honors Colloquium. A colloquium is an academic conference or seminar. Each section of UHC 397 explores an interdisciplinary topic, just like UHC 110. These will often relate to MSU's public affairs mission and fall into a professor's area of expertise. You must have completed 50 or more credit hours to enroll in this course. The sections in this course are discussion-based, allowing you to explore interesting ideas with your instructors and peers. For example, students taking Education in Modern Culture read 3 books around the theme of education and its place in society and culture. Each class session is devoted to discussion about the readings and the ideas presented, and the course culminates in a final paper. Also during your 3rd or 4th year, you'll take one other seminar-style class, UHC 410, Senior Honors Seminar. This course centers on a final interdisciplinary research project and presentation, where you'll study the special topic from the perspective of your major or minor. You must have 75 credit hours completed in order to take this course. For example, students in criminology who take history of piracy in the Americas might research justice among thieves aboard pirate ships. A literature student in the same class may research pirates in literature and discuss the historical inspiration and accuracy of that literature. Projects completed in this course are often publishable in Logos or other research journals. Beyond those 3 honors seminar courses that you'll take with your fellow honors students, the rest of your honors course requirements will be individualized for your major and interests. During your first year at Missouri State, you'll need to meet with your major advisor to begin planning your distinction project. You'll need to submit a tentative project proposal to the Honors College prior to the beginning of your 2nd year. It's not always possible to know exactly what you'll want to study in your major by the end of your 1st year. This proposal will change, and we expect it to as your interests and goals develop. The proposal is meant to be used as a planning document to help you begin brainstorming about what you'd like to learn and exploring options for your project. You are not locked into what you propose on this sheet, so feel free to let your project grow and evolve as you learn new things and discover new areas of interest. To fulfill the requirements for distinction, you'll need to self-design a program in your major for a minimum of 12 honors credit hours. 4 of these 12 hours come from the Honors Distinction Project, UHC 499. For the remaining 8 hours of honors credit within your major, you'll add an experiential learning course to 2 of your major courses. Experiential learning courses are self-designed 1 to 3 credit hour courses that you create with your instructor related to a topic you have interest in. These will be attached to your major courses. It helps to attach an experiential learning component to 2 courses related to your distinction project. For example, a student doing a distinction project in biomedical sciences that relates to HIV might want to add their components to their genetics course and the HIV special topics course that's offered in certain semesters. It also helps to choose a topic for your honors independent study or honors undergraduate research components that MSU doesn't have a course about, or that the course doesn't cover. For example, a nursing student interested in eventually working in a burn trauma unit may do their distinction project about burn treatment. They may add an independent study component to one of their nursing classes. While that class may not be focused on burn trauma, the independent study component can be. This extends beyond the sciences. Missouri State also defines artistic and other creative pursuits as research. An art and design student interested in a particular movement or style might attach their honors independent study credit to an art history course and learn more about the history and evolution of that style. They may do this a second time, and then do their UHC 499 distinction project as a creation within that style. A creative writing or screenwriting student interested in video game scripts may add an independent study component to genre writing or beginning screenwriting to learn more about writing video game scripts and then write their own as their distinction project. To give a practical example of how this works, we once had a student interested in dance performance for social change. She added an honors undergraduate research credit to her Dance Composition 1 class, which made the class worth 4 credit hours. She added another undergraduate research credit to her choreography and production class for another 4 credit hours. Her final project for UHC 499 was a designed and choreographed dance performance in downtown Springfield during First Friday Art Walk. The final project was captured on video and is still available on YouTube. In this other example for a history major, this student would take 2 separate versions of UHC 396 Honors Independent Study and would complete a project having to do with Latin American civilization and colonialism. In each of these independent study components, the student would decide with their instructor what specific topic to study related to their distinction project. This student might choose to study Maya religious practices in conjunction with Latin American civilization, then religious persecution in colonial America, and finally create a project performing historiography about some aspect of religion in Latin America in the 1600s and 1700s. You won't ever be on your own as you work on your distinction project. You'll choose a faculty member to serve as your advisor and supervisor for the project. Some students choose to work with a faculty mentor on that faculty's professional research interest. This is also acceptable as long as the project is an original contribution. You should seek opportunities in your honors seminar and regular major courses to get to know professors as early in your career as possible to determine who you might want to work with. Going to office hours, participating in class discussions, and otherwise engaging with your professors in the PSU or elsewhere outside the classroom will help you form mentoring relationships with them. Faculty you work with, who know you personally as a mentee, are almost always willing to write letters of recommendation for you, for scholarships and for graduate and professional school, or to serve as references on job applications. The guidelines for length and depth of your distinction project will vary by discipline, but projects are generally rigorous, matching the expectations of a 400 or 500 level major course. Some majors might require you to write a literature review or other paper, and then demonstrate your ideas through practical application. Others may require only the practical or only the theoretical part to be considered a complete project. Your faculty supervisor and department head will let you know the specific requirements for distinction in your specific major. Here are the titles of some past projects in a variety of academic disciplines. Notice the specificity of each topic, as well as the wide variety of possible subjects. Distinction is your chance to study what you want and make a contribution to your field even before you begin working as a professional. Many of our students create projects worthy of publication, either in Logos or other research journals. Our undergraduates contribute to the academic conversation long before they ever graduate. Distinction can also help set you apart when you seek admission to graduate or professional school, or when you go for a highly competitive career position. You'll have experience outside and beyond the expected curriculum for, say, a nurse, professional writer, or manager, setting you apart from other candidates. The Honors College also offers grants that can be used to help fund larger scale or more complex projects and equipment. You can apply for these at any point in the process. We can also pay for all or part of transportation and fees to send you to conferences to present your work. You also need to maintain a 3.25 cumulative institutional GPA or higher to remain in the Honors College. This requirement will not account for dual enrollment or transfer GPA from another institution. We expect you'll have no problem meeting this requirement. In 2019, the average cumulative GPA for students in the Honors College was 3.75, well above the requirement. Students should note, however, that this may be different for scholarships. In order to maintain scholarship eligibility, you may need to have a higher GPA. Students who don't reach a 3.25 in one semester have the opportunity to improve their GPA the following semester and remain in the Honors College. We don't believe one bad semester should define your abilities and potential. You'll be placed on probation and be able to lift that probation once your GPA reaches the requirement or above. However, if a student cannot achieve a 3.25 or fails to do so for 2 consecutive semesters, they will not be able to continue in the program. If you find you're struggling, please stop by our office. We can get you in touch with other resources to help facilitate your continued success. As an honors student, we know it's natural to worry about your GPA. However, freshmen will likely find that a university education is more challenging than high school, and the things that once felt easy will undoubtedly become more difficult. This is natural, and we expect it. Our GPA requirements are intentionally set where they are to ensure the program remains selective, but also to encourage you to take risks, try new things, possibly not be the best at those new things, and still not demand complete perfection from yourself. GPA is not the most important factor for your future. Most employers won't ask for it beyond your first job. What will set you apart and prepare you for your future are the skills you learned, the opportunities you took advantage of, and the learning and professional experiences you had. A large portion of our students don't graduate with a 4.0, and that's okay. Many of our students do graduate with Latin honors, even though they didn't receive perfect grades. For help and more information about planning and completing your distinction project, be sure to read the Accelerated Honors Program Guide and see the video on our channel explaining how to complete a distinction in the major proposal. For more information about the Accelerated Honors Program or other honors opportunities and requirements, be sure to visit our website. You may also visit the Honors College Blackboard site from the Blackboard Community tab. You can see all your honors course requirements on your degree audit, which you will access through your My Missouri State portal. Finally, please reach out to an Honors College advisor by email, phone, or by stopping in our office. We can help answer any questions you have and give you more information based on your unique needs and goals.